Welcome, everybody. Hope everybody's been turning some wood. We got a good meeting for everybody planned tonight. We got a demo later. Got some gallery coming up here. In fact, we got so much gallery coming in. Guess some people are getting the message that they should put their names in for gallery at the beginning of the program instead of waiting till the end. That way they can get their names called. So with that, Matt, let's do some gallery.
All right, we're going to start off with Roger the Angry, and he's not there. Oh, there he is. Okay.
I didn't get too far. Yeah, I was working on this last week, and then when Patrick brought his up there, I felt a little bit ashamed. The first time I did any of the piercing, so I just did a little bit of piercing around this thin maple bowl.
Nice.
What's the color? What's it?
How'd you ebonize that?
Well, I started out with some of that black dye, and then that didn't really look the way I wanted to, so I just spray painted it.
Looks great. It's gorgeous.
Yep.
Roger,
Beautiful.
How thin would you say that is where you have the piercing? And what did you use to do the piercing?
Yeah, it's only about 1/8 of an inch, but I've just got one of the Dremels with the flex shaft and the little tiny saber tooth bits, but I can see that that's not really the best tools to be using. So you learn something each time you do something.
Yeah,
I burnt my Dremel up this week trying it. Yeah, and you did. Yeah, you did a nice job. Did a nice job.
Very nice. Yeah, the saber tooth are a little too aggressive for that, I think.
Yeah, I'm finding out there. It was a little bit rough. So I also posted this on the. I think I posted this on the page. I seen Craft Supplies did a little video here a while back where they took these little. They're like an aluminum snuff can for your those like tobacco pouches. Mm-hmm. And he took the actual cap off of it and then turned a new cap out of wood.
Oh, that's cool.
I saw that video. That was very cool. Nice job, Roger.
It's really nice. Really, you have to be really precise with it. And I just used the pieces of maple that I had that had some figuring stuff in there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good job, Roger.
Since I did that one, I figured I'd try to make a whole one out of wood. So.
There you go. You
did. Nice.
Yeah.
Very sharp. Very sharp.
Tried to get it thin, and then I put a walnut inlay in there.
That's pretty.
Now, if you had a laser pecker, you could engrave it with Copenhagen or Skull.
Oh, I got one.
I got my first dig in. Y'all got to catch that now.
Got him done first.
Great work.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much, Roger. Great contribution to tonight.
Next
up is Dave Kingsley. Hey, Dave.
Hey, since I missed last week, I've got a bunch this week. I'll start with a disaster. It cracked and split, and it's a mess.
You're trying to crack again.
Then I'll move on to a rescue.
There you go.
With this, I was working on the top. I had a little bit of a catch, and half of the top went that way, and half of it went that way.
Oh, wow.
So I glued it together and had to finish this by hand sanding.
Oh,
well, good recovery, Dave.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Is that hackberry?
No, I think it's actually spalted locust.
Pretty wood.
Yeah. And then the cute.
There you go.
And then the near disaster, because I have got it all finished nice, and right here, that little twig popped out. So there's actually a hole there, but I stuck it back in. And I don't know how I can, because it's thicker than everything else, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe I'll make it into a yarn bowl.
Yeah.
And then I hope the the
Cool grain.
yeah, I was gonna say I hope the grain shows up.
It does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Very nice.
fantastic.
But
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty.
yeah, this was a clock that I mean it was like this. And it was a big, rugged piece of it looked like a slab or something. And I mentioned it a year or so ago, and you guys thought it was some sort of a redwood.
Hmm.
But it's light as a feather. I mean,
It's probably redwood because redwood's
Yeah,
really light.
yep,
Yeah,
right,
redwood
right,
is light,
yep,
is
yep.
very light.
Yep.
that I mean
Very light.
that doesn't weigh more than maybe an ounce and a half. But
You didn't stain it?
didn't what?
You didn't stain it? That's the original color?
No, that's the original color. Yeah.
It looks
Well, I've
doesn't look
never
like
seen
wall-
redwood that
Yeah, it's
dark.
probably
Yeah,
redwood.
I've never seen
Yeah.
that.
So
that
it was like dark, but
Yeah. Oh, I don't even have
Wow.
a stain in my shop, so nothing is stained.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well done.
But other than that, I didn't do anything this week.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, it was
It's
all-
good
a fun
to
week.
see you.
Nice.
Good to see you in.
Nice
Thanks,
stuff.
Dave.
Thank you.
So next up is Dewey. Hey, Dewey.
Hey,
Waking.
I am, I'm like, this is a wood turning site club for everybody, and everybody turns for the sake of the wood. But I like to go further. I like to use the wood as a canvas for further things, and something, like this, it's carved, but what I would like to challenge everybody to do is turn something and then get out your paintbrushes and paint it up, make it look go further than just the wood. Now the wood, the wood itself is pretty, but for me, I have pear and cherry, and those particular woods don't have a whole lot of character about them. So as a result, I go and do coloring and painting and turn that piece of wood into something more than just the wood.
That's
So my
pretty
challenge
level.
to everybody, my challenge is to turn something and then get out your paintbrushes or your stains or whatever and make it into something very, very colorful and unique other than just a wood turning. See, things like this and things like this, and there's some things. There's a couple of turners that I really, really admire. One of them is Howard King, and the other one is Bruce Lee, and Bruce Jones. I'm sorry, Bruce Jones. And they're very, very, what they do, they go beyond. I mean, they turn that piece of wood into a piece of art. And that's, if you would look up the turnings of those two guys.
Say their names again?
Bruce Jones.
Howard King.
Howard King, he's a member. And then Bruce Jones, I think Bruce is a member too. But if you would look at those two guys and see what they do, and then try to aspire yourself to achieve that level of work if you can. So anyway, that's it. I just wanted to place a challenge out there for everybody, and if for those of us old guys, sometimes it's a little hard to go beyond, but I really would like to see somebody do something beyond the wood. Actually,
can you show that first piece again? Is that all those flowers? Was that carved?
Yeah, it's carved, but you don't have to carve or anything. I'm just looking at color embellishment. See, and something like this, it took me 20 hours or more to do, and then the coloring on top of that. But the carving is, if you can carve, that'd be great. But if you can't, then just get out your coloring book or your coloring, your crayons, and do some really, really nice coloring designs or whatever your talent lets you do. So, but that's it. I just want to issue a little bit of a challenge to everybody to try to do some
Good.
coloring stuff.
Pretty. It's really, really pretty, Dewey.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
That's a good challenge. Thanks, Dewey.
Yeah, it is.
you bet.
Yes.
Next up is Joaquin. Hey, Joaquin.
All right. So I've been turning hammers since Friday.
Or score.
I got I got contacted because there's a young man who's got cancer, and he's 5 years old, and he refuses to give up, and he's part of a group, and they wanted to give him a Warhammer, and I don't have those, aren't ready to show yet because I'm still working on them, but I've been turning Warhammers. And then I saw on the Facebook group Darren Goodrich, who is from Australia, made a brown Malley hammer cane, and I thought, oh, that'd be a good, cool cane. So that's Osage orange, and then oak with iron acetate for the actual shaft, and I made a Warhammer cane.
Cool.
So
I like
Very
it.
cool.
yeah, it
Nice.
turned out really neat
Love it.
and a lot of fun. I spent about 20 minutes with a Shinto rasp getting this down and smooth. And there's a walnut. Can't really see it because this oak is so dark with the iron
Yeah,
acid.
you can see it.
And then I got a
You can
little
see
bit of black dye into the Osage orange of the head, just to kind of age it and give it some character. And I
It
really
does.
like how that turned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turned out great.
does. Yeah,
it turned
does.
out really neat.
What's the history of a Warhammer?
That's good.
So, Warhammers have been used for a long time, and it's basically a way to smash somebody who's wearing armor and a sword won't pierce it. But if you get that peen into
Well, of
a helmet,
course.
hit hard enough and dent it, you're going to stop that guy. Sorry,
And if you spike out the peen, it does more
Yeah.
damage.
but as a cane, that's not safe. So
Right.
I rounded it, and
What part of town you're in?
the Warhammer for the little 5-year-old is very rounded and blunt. Because,
Right, okay.
yeah. And I'll probably I'll be able to show that one next week. It'll be done. I just got the leather in to wrap the handle and do some fancy stuff. So I'll be able to show that next week. But it's not
Very cool.
not finished yet.
Tell the little
Yeah,
boy and his
Warhammer-
parents, there's a lot of people
Warhammers have been a part of mankind's weapons repertoire since man started forging metals. So
Yeah. Well, and even the Vikings would use leftover timbers from their ships, or take timbers off of their ships and fashion them into hammers. When they ran into, because they weren't used to plate armor, so they had to figure out how to break it, and hammers were part of that. And it wasn't necessarily always metal. They used wooden hammers too.
Very cool.
But yeah, it's just a way to dent armor and make it useless, and you have to take it off, and then you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
Or pierce it. So it's
Or pierce it. Yeah, with the sharpened shafts. If you've got
With that sharp peen.
if you've got
With your
you've
peen.
got 2.5, 3 feet of shaft, and you're swinging that, you're gonna poke a hole in metal.
Yeah, plus you've got all the weight of the rest of the hammerhead behind it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a lot more than just a simple sword.
But I'll tell you what, Osage Orange makes a really nice cane head. This is
I'll bet it does.
smooth as butter. Wow, is that comfortable?
That's a pretty
Feels
piece.
really good.
That's pretty.
So yeah,
Very
that's
cool.
what I've been up to. And like I said, I'll be able to show Warhammers. I'll be able to show at least one of the Warhammers next week.
I'm
Tell the little
fascinated.
boy
I
and his
can't wait.
Tell the little boy and his family we're thinking of him. Believe me.
You betcha. Yep, I'll pass it on. Yeah. By the way, I did not charge for his hammer. I could I could not charge for his hammer. I'd said absolutely. Where do I send it? I've actually get delivered in person at the end of the month, and I'm excited for that.
It'll be fun.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job.
That's all I got right now.
Thanks, Joaquin. Next up is Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
How's everybody?
Doing excellent.
Good, Pat. How are you?
This is the bow that I showed last week, the locust, and I did a little embellishing on the bug holes.
Mm.
Some
Nice.
gold paint
Nice.
and a little bit of texture around the bottom of it.
That came
That's
out
got it.
well.
A lot of character, Patrick.
Beautiful.
Looks great, Pat.
And this is something I was just playing around, and that's what turned out of it. I
Wow.
don't know what you would call it, what it's good for.
Shot glasses in there all the way around. You get all the way around with shot glasses.
Yeah, I was saying so, it should hold shot glasses real well.
There you go.
Good in
It's like,
Be
That's what you
several
call a high-
shots.
That's
Yeah.
what you call a high level gang of beer pong.
Bring it to level up.
It's a
Yeah.
holistic vessel. It's a holistic vessel, Patrick.
Yes, it
That's
is.
holistic. Holistic.
It's holy.
Yes.
Nice idea too.
And this is a piece of red elm.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What'd you use for texturing there, Patrick?
The Sorby
Okay.
for this, and turned the beads and all on it with a spindle gauge.
Lovely.
And it's finished with about 6 coats of tongue oil finish.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
those,
That looks great.
It's
yeah,
beautiful.
those. Like the shape. Yeah, for sure.
And I actually turned the top for it. And I knew it was going to warp. So I turned it a little bit big, but it warped so much it won't no bringing it back. So I'm back to square one on that.
That's
It don't need a lid.
a good looking piece.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's good. It's good.
Get out your whittling knife and whittle on that lid a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it can be whittled into shape. I put it in the microwave and run it, I think twice at full power for three minutes. And when it came out the second time, it was toast.
It was dry.
I never put wood in the microwave at anything more than half power. So full power forces it out very quickly.
It did that one.
Yeah. Also accelerates things like micro cracks too. So
But that's it for
Very
me
nice.
this week.
very
Yeah,
nice,
it was
Patrick. Thank you very
Nice
much.
stuff, Pat. Really.
Thank you.
Next
Nice.
up is Roger Woolham. Hey, Roger.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Raj.
I'm got a load of honey locusts.
Beautiful.
Pretty.
Oh, that's cool.
When you centered
I
it,
love
look
the
at that.
markings on that.
What's the what's the inclusions on that? The little dark streaks.
That's
Part of the wood.
that's how it turned out. I don't know what caused
Gee.
all the.
Elm
It's in
does that
both
too.
pieces. Well, this is the other
Yeah.
piece that I showed on Facebook. Everybody says, "I'll just throw it away," but
I didn't.
No way.
I didn't
I turned it down. I lost this piece out of it, which I knew I was going to. But it's got a hole there
Oh yeah.
and another hole there.
Yeah.
Diet bowl.
Beautiful.
So
It don't matter. It's still pretty.
Yeah, that's real pretty, Raj.
And
This
it'll
is
it'll
one
avoid
piece-
avocados.
this is out of one
oranges,
piece of wood.
Yep. And it'll hold avocados and oranges and
Apples.
apples just fine.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
It'll hold
Grapes
dry
even.
fruit just fine.
Yep.
So I've got like 30 more bowls that I can make if I don't core.
Mhm.
I don't
Very
think
nice.
my little sour could core. I don't think it's strong enough. I have to get the Nova running again. But it is some pretty wood.
Yeah, it is.
It really is.
My wife really likes this one, so
Yes,
Yeah,
I do
the
too.
inside of that one is just
Yeah, that's
magnificent.
nice.
You
It's a
caught
great
the
figure.
center of that. You caught the center of that right there. Just really great. The inside of that bowl.
that's what I got to finish yet. But
Good.
They're both very nice, Roger.
thank you.
Job.
All right.
I'm
Thanks,
done.
Roger. Thanks, Roger. Next up is Ron. Hey, Ron.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, Ron.
So our club had a challenge to make a tetrahedron.
Ah, yes.
Yes, you remember this?
I do.
It's made up of 6 cherry spindles, and there's 4 magnets that are holding it together, right? It's a
Wow.
tetrahedron is 4 triangles, and it's got 6 edges and I guess 4 vertices, I guess, if you like geometry, right?
Yeah.
Well, the idea is trying to make each one of the spindles, the challenge is to make each one of the spindles kind of the same as the other one, right? So they kind of look alike. But
Right.
anyway, so that's one thing. And then to please Matt, I went downstairs.
Thank you.
So we had a professional turner come in and do a demo for us, Jim Scarcella, and he did some micro carving and some pyrography and dry brush painting. And so I'll show you what I've got so far. Okay, it's not finished, but you kind of, I don't know if you can see these very well, but these are little shapes that you make. This is practice, right? So you're trying to practice, and I started to dry brush it with red, and then I didn't like that, and I started to dry brush it with yellow, and I haven't finished it yet. But anyway, that's just kind of a weird design. And then this is a leaf right here, right? And we're supposed to make, like one petal on top of another, and that didn't work out too well, so I got to redo that one. And then this one here is I really can't see it that well. It's black on black, but these are 3 leaves that are different levels, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be dry brushing this as well. So anyway, that's the kind of thing that Jim does. He makes boxes, and then does this kind of embellishment or a carving, and I guess what Dewey was talking about with painting and everything else that we do, right? So
Cool.
anyway, it's a start. I don't have a micro carver, but I think I got my hand. I think I'm gonna get my hands on one next week, a used one. And I do have pyrography. I have one of those, a wood burner, so I'm gonna be able to do that. And then, he paints it black, and then you do, whatever you want to do to it. Dry brushing or airbrushing. He also did some airbrushing as well. But anyway,
There's another technique you could use rather than dry brushing. I call it fan brushing. What you can do is, rather than let the paint be dry, just put a little dab of paint on your brush and just spread it around so that you just got a little bit of paint. It's not dry, but you can go ahead and do it that way, and it doesn't take as long to do as dry brushing. So
yeah.
It's something that you can practice on, and you can do it a lot faster that way.
Well, I have a real problem. I've been trying to dry brush for a year, I think. Different projects I've done. I don't do it all the time. Just every once in a while, when I do something, I want to dry brush. And I think I loaded the brush too much. But what he was doing was barely touching the bristles of the brush to the. I mean, it was looking like he was going back and forth across the surface and not even touching it, and just barely leaving any paint on it.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it's something you got to practice, I guess. I'm not very good with a brush, I guess. But anyway, it's
Well, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing.
There's a question.
And if you wanted to, the whole key to that is hardly getting any paint on your paintbrush at all, and you're basically slowly building up layers of paint as you gently dry brush across. So yeah.
But you know what,
It does-
I was surprised though, because what he did is he put the paint on, he took put the paint on the brush, and then he brushed it off a little bit on the on a piece of paper towel, right? And then he
Yep.
just barely, he only put like 2 coats of paint on, and it looked really great. I don't know how he did it. I mean, it's
Well, it
because-
wasn't, he didn't, the paint wasn't dry whenever he did it.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't dry. It dried very fast though, right? So
Right,
'cause there's
yeah,
not very
yeah,
much
it'll
paint
dry
on it.
real quick, but he put a coat of a wet, the paint was wet whenever he applied it. And then once he applied it, then it dried real quick, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
and that's a technique I like to use. That way, you don't, if you just do dry brushing, it takes you 5 times as long, you know, where you could use this method that you're talking about. It doesn't take as long, you know, so.
Well, the problem with doing it that way is you build up too, Dewey, is that you build up too much paint too quickly, and it looks
Well,
kind
not
of
if you're not if you're careful. If you're careful, it won't. Like you said, you just barely touch it, and you don't have a whole lot of paint on your brush. Just put a little dab of paint. If you put your brush into paint, and then take your brush and then brush it on something like a piece of paper or something else to get the excess paint out, and then just barely.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Yeah.
Then just take, and I'll call it fan brushing is basically what it is. You just more or less fan your brush over the top of the
Yeah, I think that's what Jim was doing actually, because he didn't put more than, I think he put maybe 3 coats, three different colors, and that was it. He didn't.
Yeah.
I've heard other guys in our club talk about putting 20, 30 coats on, right, to get to dry brush something, and I've tried that, and that doesn't work either. And I also was using the wrong kind of brush. He had a real a natural bristle brush, but it wasn't very stiff. And I always heard you had to kind of have a stiff brush, but he had a real floppy brush, and that's so anyway.
Yeah.
Something to learn, right?
Yeah, this is Safety Sue. And if you're coming to level up, my class is iridescent painting, but we're also going to be addressing dry brushing with iridescents and pearlescence, because pearlescents react to white like iridescents react to black. So we got room in the classes if you're going up to level up, and I'd be more than happy to help you with it.
Well, Sue, I'm in your class, I think. So
I think you are in all my classes.
yeah. So me and you gonna be buddies.
Sounds great to me. I am
All right,
going
well,
to
thank you.
Barbara too, Dewey.
Thank you,
Ma'am?
Ron.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, next up is Scott. Hey, Scott, what you got?
So I finished up the handle that I started the other night in the demo. It's a piece of cherry. Nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Got that inclusive ferrule on it.
Yep. Then I made a burnishing tool out of a old milling machine bit, milling cutter. And I made a vase this week.
Nice.
Full vase. And then I made a tribute piece to Martin Pigeon from England, who used to make a lot of light poles. So this is a tribute piece to Martin.
Oh boy.
Very nice.
Cool.
Beautiful. Nice.
And that was just I just started out practicing with this with my round bar skew, and it ended up being a light pole by the time I was done.
There you go.
Cool.
Light poles are a lot of fun. That's nice.
Well, it's
Oh,
a good
how'd
way to use up little pieces in practice, right?
Yep, I've done a bunch of them. Yep.
Hey Scott, could you show the handle that you made, the metal part? Yeah, that. Yeah. And you said that's from, how do you do that? How do you make that?
Well, they're going to be sold here soon in the country, hopefully. So it's just that's a 5/8 bore,
Okay.
And it's, hang on, I got one here. Hang on, I'll show you one that isn't finished. So this is what the tool handle looks like before you start. Oops. Like that.
Okay.
And it's got, it's also an actual ferrule. So it's got a recess in here that you turn a tenon on the handle. You drill your hole for this piece and then it goes in there. Actually, you drill your hole first, then you create your tenon. And then this is pushed on. There's no adhesive in that. When you put it on, you make it so it's a press fit. And there's no adhesive so that it moves when the wood moves. So if the wood shrinks, it grabs the inner ring. And if it expands, it grabs the outside just like it does on a normal ferrule.
Well, that's cool.
And then it has, okay, that's a 5/8 bore. This one's a 10 millimeter bore. And then I also got one.
So that's basically a shoulder bushing then is what you got there then.
Yep. And then I have one for to reduce it to a 1/2 inch as well.
All right. That's cool. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
Well, those should be available. Well, I know there will be some at Level Up, hopefully. And then we're in the process of getting them manufactured here in the States so that we don't have to pay the import tax. So we're working on it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Scott.
Yep.
Next up is Tim. Hey, Tim.
Tim's in the workshop.
All right, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So I found a piece of spalted pecan. Made a interesting little bowl out of it.
Pretty.
Has a little bit of a foot. The inside 3408 is the finish on it. So kind of interesting. Finish that up. I still gotta take the tenon off the bottom yet. Working on another piece of spalted pecan, and the center was punky. So what I ended up doing was cutting it out.
Can't see the center.
And putting a resin
Lower or back off your camera.
poured resin
There it
in.
is.
So I'm not happy with the finish. I've got to refinish that, but yeah, it's a work in progress. But one of the things I wanted to show you was this light comes from Harbor Freight. I'm not trying to say buy stuff from Harbor Freight, but it has a flashlight. It has a top light, which gives you 2 different brightnesses, and it also has a bottom light, and it's rechargeable. I think it's like $30 or something. But what's really nice about it has a magnet, and you can, set it on your tool rest or whatever. And that's just the regular normal flashlight shining up in there. So when you're cutting, when you're, trying to get inside of a vessel or something, just worked out real well. Just a little shop edition there. But anyway, that's what I got. I'm not real happy with the finish. Right before I put the 3408 on this larger bowl, I wiped it down with alcohol after I got up 400 grit, and it opened up the grain, and 3408 did not seal the grain, so I've got to resand all that and redo that. But anyway, that's what I got. So back in the shop.
Very good. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Next up is Al. Hey, Al. And Al the great Al Dawson.
Matt. Don't forget. Now,
how could I?
You're the one that put it on there, probably.
No,
wasn't
your
me.
your
No
wide
one digs our
bandwidth, Al
background,
Dawson
just
now.
snickering.
Pick on Al. Anyways, this time of year is birds are looking for making nests. I made these in the past. I made 2 more here. You just get a log, and as you can see, I cut about an inch or so off the bottom. Look at that. Al's picked those. Yeah, Al's picked. You're funny. But that, yeah, I could remove the bottom of it. These really attract a lot of birds. Every year, myself and my neighbors, we get birds in them. So these are for neighbors again. This one and this one. But it's simple little deal. As you can see, I just get a log, you put a tenon on it, cut the bottom off, hollow it out, and then I got 2 screws. There's 2 screws to put it back on, and then you can take it back off at the end of the year and clean it out and be ready for next year. But I found that they only last about 2 years. So you make more, and it's a real simple deal. And I get birds in them every year. I've been making these for several years now. But it's just a little quick idea.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to deal with.
What kind of birds go in them?
All depends. Actually, it all depends on the size of the hole that you make.
Yeah.
That's what I've been finding out. As you can see, I don't have any stem out here either, because that allows a little ledge for snakes to just perch and go inside and eat the eggs. There's a lot too. I mean, it was interesting to read about birdhouses.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, the hole has a lot to do with different birds that go and being attracted to them.
Hey, Al,
Right. Yes,
how are you hanging it? Are you putting like an eye hook or something?
right there. Yeah. And then I have a rope and I think there's a couple wires on some of my neighbors, but yeah, there's a string they'll come about, put on a limb. Yeah. They'll blow in the wind, and it's a log. It's supposed to be outside. But
Do you finish it?
I do, but only maybe 2 rains. That finish comes off. I don't put nothing on the inside because you don't want the smell on the inside. Birds actually, I guess they do smell that. But yeah. So
You
just
have
a
any
quick one.
trouble with bumblebees and hornets?
I haven't. I have troubles other places. I have a wall that I have bees, and I have to go and fight them every summer. But no. I mean, I haven't seen that. Not a problem at all. Birds really go to it. So it's a pretty good idea. So, and yes, I've been playing around with texturing, and I'm playing, but like I said, and now I'm going to do some. I put some dye on some of it, but I'm not done yet. I burned up. What I'm learning is, you don't get those little. I have a little 20-pack from Harbor Freight of different bits. You don't just go and pierce into that. It's like you have to drag it along and stuff like that. Am I right or wrong, Matt? That's a question I'm actually asking tonight.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what you
bit.
do. You don't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you can't start with the tip, because the tip, unless you're starting with a drill or something. Yeah, you basically, you're going in you're starting at an angle. You're going in at an angle, and you're not trying to take a whole lot of wood, because you'll fill up your crevices in your bit, and
just burn it right up. I burned a couple off already trying to figure that. Well, okay, you don't do that, So
yeah, you start at an angle, and you take your time, and you just work your way through the thing. And I had a demo on doing that a couple weeks ago. So
it was I watch everything. I watch it all, but yeah, I'm into it. I'm just keep playing around. Dane sent me a link to replace my cable for the power thing. A matter of fact, I think I'm ordering that tomorrow. But yeah, it seems to be a lot of fun to do.
It is. It's good times.
I think so. Anyways, that's all I got right now. Birdhouses. is what's happening right now this week. So everybody be good. Everybody have a good night.
Thanks, Al.
Thanks, Al.
Next up is James. Hey, James.
Hey. Well, last week at our guild meeting, I was given some boxes for SWAT that were taken and brought some home, and my wife was really pleased with this shape. And this is a box.
Your mic cut out.
My mic cut out.
Lost your mic.
Oh,
That's fine.
back.
Oh, there it is.
I'm back
That's
now.
back.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, I'm
and
back.
We lost you with and it's.
Yeah. Wait for
Great.
the link to his box
Okay.
and then it quit.
Oh, this is the design was made by Benoit Averly. He's a French Turner SKU user. Real nice box. Only demo I could find online was like a 15-minute demo in French. So it showed but it was good camera work. It showed all the cuts really well. This one's out of a piece of really nice spalted pecan. And if you're going to SWAT, you might have a chance of getting that from your table. That's where it's going to go. But nice little box, fun grain.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank
That's
you.
all I have to show. So
Hey, James, can you talk about
yes, sir.
Before you go, can you talk about that dust hood that you got and with the information that
Gotcha.
you
Not a
were talking
problem.
about earlier?
Not a problem. Use the clean air respirator. And it's a great system, a great service. Peak Safety's been a really good partner of mine in my career as a wood turner. And I do help them out at SWAT, and they've given me a cook. Put that in. I'll type that into the chat here. Cart 10. And if you're interested in looking at their product, it'll offer a small discount. No, I don't know how much the discount is, but it does give a discount about helping people save money. So please, if you're looking to upgrade your air protection, it's good on all the respirators. And so take a look at them. They're a great company. They provide a good product, and they do stand behind it 100%.
All right. Thanks, James.
That
We'll
is
see that in
exactly.
chat.
I didn't say anything last week because I didn't know if there was any problems with promoting stuff like that. So
Now, when it comes to a good safety item like that, and then plus a fold attraction that we've had here the last couple months on air lung safety, I thought it would be
is a big deal.
Thought it would be a benefit for the group. So
I've had this unit since 2018 or 2019 when I became a full-time wood turner, and it has been both a great face shield. It's saved me from a kickback that I would have taken like right on my forehead, and just a really good lung protector. Helps me stay cooler. I'm always hot, so it's been a nice thing to have just for the air blowing on my face and nothing else. But it's heck, when COVID happened, I put that sucker on and would go to HEB, go to the store, because it offers better protection than an N95 mask.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Amen.
Very cool.
All right. Cool. Thanks, James.
Thanks, James.
Next
up is Neil. Next up
Hi,
is
everybody.
Neil. Hey, Neil.
How you doing?
Hey,
Well, I made some pens. This is Anvil EDC. It's a click pen.
Love those colors.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
this is this is Yucky a Browns color. I'm not a Browns fan. But anyway, that's it. And then this has got a Matthew 17:20. It's a Bible verse on it with a cross on the.
Could you pull that closer to yourself there? It's a little hard to see. There you go. Thank you. Oh yeah, look at that.
This is Coca-Cola. It's a twist pen.
Wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a beautiful piece of Coca-Cola too.
Yeah.
And I got one more thing. I got the wood from Joe Heap, and it's I made it a staircase
Oh yeah.
bowl,
Oh, cool.
There you go.
and
That's nice.
it had these were it's not segmented, but they're pieces, and they had holes through the middle, so I had 4 of them, and it was going to be a clock face. So I made a poplar bottom, and I put I got the spiral tool, Robert Sorby.
Nice
First
job.
time I've used it on a project.
Nice.
You did nice job.
Thank
Was
you.
that the full size tool or the micro?
Probably the micro. It was a little red handled one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
That looks
I like
great.
it. But it turned out pretty good, I think. It's got like 5 or 6 different woods: walnut, cherry, oak, ash, maple, and my poplar.
Beautiful.
Turned out great. Nice job, Neil.
Thank you. That's all I have.
All right. Well, thank you. Next up is Victor. Hey, Victor.
Howdy. How is everyone tonight?
Doing good, Vic.
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you,
I finally had a chance to turn a couple woods I haven't turned before. One is peach, so I made a little peach bowl, and even though it'd been down for a year, it was still wet enough that even this little one had too much moisture, so I just made it thin and let it warp. But I just like the grain in it and the color.
Pretty, very pretty.
And that's the bottom. I put just a little foot on it. And after it sat and warped for a few days, I went ahead and just put some walnut oil on it.
Very nice.
And the other one I asked about is hemlock, which I guess is in the pine family. So I just started with a mushroom. And the bark on the base decided to fly off on me most of the way, so I took it all off. And I was expecting some cracks, and they did show up, but I've been able to keep them from expanding much, so that's kind of cool. And it's just, it's in spindle form. It's not bad. It's got some really cool grain here, but I'm doing a live edge bowl piece, and the end grain is being a real pain in the butt. No matter how sharp or how slow or I go, it's being a pain. And then I have a little, I guess you could call it a ring box out of what I think was ash. I had a little blank. And I was just trying to decide what to do with it. It's just got a loose fit top on it, and I just kind of made a rounded inside, but it's got real nice colors in it. A little bit of grain match, and it did try and crack on the top a little bit, but it's stopped. And I'll just do 2 more. I'm doing more vases for Mother's Day, so I did one more of my large ones out of another cherry branch.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
Leaving all the much barking as I could, and he had this big flat side, which made for a really big section of bark. So she's kind of chunky, but still kind of cool looking, I think.
That's really
That's
pretty
cool.
piece of wood.
And
What
she has
kind
the
of piece
big
of wood
big
was that?
insert in it for say again?
What kind of wood was that?
It's a cherrywood branch.
A cherry, huh?
And it's got all those faulty. Yeah, cherry. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and then I just finished today this smaller oak, white oak vase with a little insert in it.
Well, I like that.
So
That's beautiful.
well,
yeah.
So this is your more refined side, and then it has a rustic side.
Oh my.
I like
I love it.
Even with the bug work. And
Yeah.
one in the bottom that goes all the way through the base.
That's cool.
That's cool.
You surprised any
I've got a
sleeping
big red
bugs,
oak
or are they
bowl.
all gone?
No, there were no residents.
Okay.
And I've got a large red oak bowl, but we'll go show it anyway. It's 14 1/8, and I need to put more finish on it and take the tenon off the bottom. but it was finally dry enough, and it looks like it's staying stable and not going to warp. But 6 months from now, that could change.
Wood moves. Yep.
That's
Wow.
nice.
Oh, the inside.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I lucked out on the inside there.
I like
Yeah,
the
it's
rim
gorgeous.
that you did. That rim looks nice.
Yeah, I
too.
put a little rim on it. And like I said, I still have to take off the tenon and kind of recess it into the foot a little bit. And that's
Nice,
pretty much been my week.
Very good, Victor.
Thank you, Victor.
So yeah, I got a few more things I got to send to JJ.
Very cool. Next up is Doug Miller. Hey, Doug.
Hey guys, it's
Doug.
good. It is good to be with you. I had a great big piece of oak crotchwood sitting over here just off to my right that been staring at me for about a year. And so yesterday I decided it was time to turn it. This started off as a 14-inch blank, and I ended up at, 11 and a half, I think it was. 11 3/4. And it's natural edge. Bark did not stay on. Sycamore doesn't like bark on it. So it rejected it. But you can see it's got some nice figure in it. The only thing it's on here right now is one quick coat of sand and sealer. But I can't wait to get something on that and make that just really pop out. And this may be a case where Dewey's Color Challenge will help that come out. So I'm looking forward to seeing what goes on. It's going to be a little while. I'm leaving on vacation, so this may take a little while to get done.
Well, have a
That'll
great
work.
Cool, Doug.
I don't even have anything on the bottom, Dane, yet.
Yeah.
Dig.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
I
there
want
you
some
go.
more of it.
That did turn out nice. It was kind of it had a lot of undulation in the top or on the outer surface of it. And so getting it balanced, once I got it balanced, it turned great, but getting it balanced it beat on me for about 30 minutes or so before I could get it in balance, but we got it.
Yeah, it works.
Very cool.
That's really pretty,
Okay.
Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Thanks, guys.
Next up is Mark Soleil. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hello. All right. Can you hear me?
We
Yeah,
can
Sir.
Yes.
Oh,
Gotcha.
okay. All right. Well, I turned a little bit this week. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see. There we go. We
Oh,
got a
those are
little
beautiful.
Oh, wow.
doozy
Beautiful.
whopper there.
Amazing.
Those are gorgeous, Mark.
They
We got,
are. They are.
we got a little one there. I just want to show you guys. I'm going to put my thumbnail behind it.
Wow.
Rub it in.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
A little piece of cherry. And I'm using one coat of the Parfix 3408 and then buffing it with Vonex. And on the finial and the base, which are Gaboon Ebony, I just put EEE Ultra Shine on there and wipe it on. And then I started, I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning one morning and I had this thought that I wanted to turn a vinegar corrode again and make a vase. And so I went out in the shop and I found this piece of buckeye burl and went to turn the vase, but the tube was too long. So it wound up being a tea light.
It wound up being beautiful.
You can see the size of it there, Nick.
Wow.
And it's really pretty. The other side has a
Oh, wow.
But anyway,
This
so
is amazing.
it turned into a fancy tea light, and Barbara liked it, so it's gonna. I told her it's hers.
That's just beautiful, Mark. That's beautiful.
All right, well that'll take care of me tonight.
Never
Oh, by
disappoint.
the way, if anybody's coming to Atlanta, oops, excuse me, I just dropped my often. Let me turn this around. If anybody's excuse me, coming to Atlanta, bring your truck. I'm getting down to where I really want to get rid of my warehouse stuff. So if anybody wants to come to Atlanta, $100, you can load your pickup truck. And all the wood is dried, sized, in liquor boxes. It's a deal of the century.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
And I've bandsawed every bit of that. I got about maybe 2 tractor trailer loads left. And that'll be it.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Thanks, Mark.
All right.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay. Thank you all.
All right. So in keeping with Dewey's challenge, here's some of the things that I've done. There's a mushroom, a little mushroom. He's burned on the bottom, and he's been dot painted. And that's a alcohol ink 3D paint, different colors, silver and metallic silver. And I've done a little bit of carving.
Little.
That's good.
Yeah, a little bit.
Man after my heart.
And then I've done some carving, some weird turnings, some off-center turning, and some coloring, and some dry brushing.
There you go.
That's
So, and then I did it, and then you've done this. This is
that's
also
gorgeous.
carved and dry brushed.
Gorgeous. That is gorgeous, man.
It is.
And I did a little bit of detail on the inside. That's all just dry brush paint in a kind of a swirl pattern so that it looks spiraled, but lots of stuff like that. So,
so you put black on first.
Yeah, I use for the black base is my little sticker thingy. I use for the black base, I'm using chestnut spirit stain, the black, and it's not really black. It's kind of a deep purple, and in the right light you can actually see it. And I think on the inside I just sprayed black lacquer. But after that's on, then you just dry brush the tops and stuff. And then I don't know if you all can see, but the little circle deals are done with a little bit of different colors, some metallic red and some white to change the colors up a bit.
What bird did you use to make your channels? What bird?
The channels were all done. The first pass was done with. I think I did them. I don't honestly remember, but I think I did it. I did it with either a spear burr, or I might have used a saber tooth round nose cylinder.
Okay.
So, but then I come back and go through them and elongate them with the sphere stump cutter, and then I clean them up. I sand them. I power sand them with a sphere diamond burr that's running at really low speed, like we talked about. So, and then when you're doing that, like clearly when you're using a Dremel or something to lay out the initial divots, they're kind of rough. So when I come back with the sphere cutter, I come up with a little bit smaller head, and I'm elongating them and bringing them up, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to create the ridges for the dry brushing. Okay.
Correct.
So that's the goal. And so if I got things that have too wide a gap between the divots, I clean those up in the finishing pass. Okay. So, and I'm either doing that with the sphere diamond burr, or with the stump cutter is usually good in most of the parts. So I have big spheres and smaller spheres, and I use other ones, but thanks, Ron, very much. And Nikki, appreciate it. But yeah,
how did you come up with the design? I mean, around every one of those little circles, you're like branching off. I mean, how did you come up with the design?
Yep, hang on just a second, Al. Chris, dry brushing is you put a little bit of acrylic paint on the tip of your brush, and then you wipe it off on like a paper towel or something, and then you very lightly, I probably used like not this one. I probably use this brush here. Okay. It's a relatively soft, flexible tip, and I'm going over the surface very lightly and building the color. And it takes a couple passes before you actually start to see the color. So this is I came across with a turquoise blue, and then in some places like around the circles, I added white. Okay, so how I came up with the design now. So the first thing I did is I came up with an eye cutter, which is a Manpa, M-A-N-P-A eye cutter. It's a round, it creates the circles, okay? The raised circles. So I did those first, all right? And then around them, I began moving outward in a spiral pattern, making the divots. And then as they got close, like in here, as I got close, I began sort of blending them, if you know what I mean. So I did one pass in a spiral around, and I did it randomly. I said, okay, I hold here, I here, I here, I here, I here, and like you can see, like this in this place here, this is a little bit wider than it is over here. These are a little closer together in this part, and this is a little wider over here, just because I was doing them at random, just filling the space. And then once I had the eyes in, then I came and started doing the divots.
Yeah.
And then as I get up here, then I sort of like come off the wood, right? In you can see how I'm coming off of it there.
You blended it right in, right? Exactly.
Yeah. So you just work through it. Yeah.
Thanks, you guys been impressive. I'll tell you, very inspiring.
Very cool.
Well, thank you very much,
Matt. Real quick, explain dry brushing. Real quick.
Okay, I did do that, but basically what you're doing with dry brushing, I'm using basic acrylic paints, and I'm frugal, so I get my acrylic paints from Walmart. And basically what you're doing is you put a little bit of paint on your brush and you wipe it off on a paper towel or something. Okay, and then let me switch back to me here. Spotlight. And then basically what I'm doing is I'm going over the surface very lightly, and I want. On these ridges, it works better if you come across the ridge.
Hold it up.
Where I come across. Let me come over here and see if I can do it here. I'm coming across the ridge like that instead of going. Yeah, and all I'm trying to do is just. I'm not trying to glob the paint on or spread it around. I'm just very gently coming across the ridge, and then it might, like I say, it might take two or three passes before you start to even see the color. And then you build it up to where you want it. And if it's not bright enough or sparkly enough, then you add yellow or you add white or something like that. So,
say, Matt,
that's how you. Yeah.
Do you put a sealer over that when you're done?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, multiple coats of lacquer. Yeah, I don't want anything mucking up the paint. Yeah. So it's it's on there. It wouldn't take you just drop it once and you're going to chip the paint off. So
rattle can lacquer.
Sure. Yeah, oh yeah. Used to be Minwax, whatever they're calling it now. I still have Minwax cans left because I bought it by the carton. So
thank you.
Yeah, spray lacquer, and you're doing light coats. When you're doing the lacquer, you're doing a light coat in passing. Like I'm this far away, and I'm going coat, roll it, coat. You don't want to glob it on. You don't want to heavy coat it. You do multiple light coats. And on the dry brushing, I mean, this has got parts of this are shiny, okay, but most of it is a satin lacquer because you don't really, some of the pieces you'll do shiny, but usually with the painted pieces like this, I want the satin lacquer on them.
Yeah, I like satin as well. It gives it a little bit of shine, but it's not overwhelming,
Yeah, and like I say, I'm pretty sure that I've sprayed. I mix and match them because I'm grabbing the cans that are on top of the table saw. Okay, so but usually the final coats are satin lacquer because you don't want it too shiny. Usually, yeah. But no, you're absolutely right, Nikki. Different things do require different finishes. It all depends on what you're going to use it for and this kind of stuff. So, yeah. So anyway, just wanted to show some of that. So
very good.
Beautiful.
Right on. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, puts us at the top of the hour. So reminder, Level Up registration's going on September 17th, 19th this year. We got a bunch of people signed up already. You don't want to miss out. Classes are filling up. Plan on coming. I would suggest getting in sooner than later. We still got club patches available, $7.50 shipped worldwide. We still got plenty of stickers. Back, see the sticker right there, guaranteed to make you have fewer catches. And it's guaranteed to make your chair feel better too when you're sitting in it. Point over your shoulder, Brenda. There you go. Sticker. So these are $1.75 shipped anywhere in America, or $2.75 shipped anywhere overseas. So get them while you can. Of course, we got plenty of them. We're not going to run out of them for a while. And then if you plan on having doing the 3-day seminar up there at Level Up, we've got a block of hotel rooms blocked out at the Luxury Hotel Meet, $130 a night. Call and speak to the front desk. Use Level Up as the code to get the $130 roommate. The room rate period is from September 14th to September 24th. So get there early, partake in the festivities, get to learn everything like that for the 3 days of turning with a bunch of great turners. Oh, and Patrick Hogart, he has also added a class to his schedule on embellishing. So if you're interested in learning how to embellish with using the Sorbury texturing tools and doing some of the stuff that he does, he's added that class. So for those that have already signed up, take a look at it, make sure it's not conflicting with one of your classes already. Let me or Dave Rhodes know that you want to take his class, and we'll get you booked into one of his classes for the embellishing. And if not, maybe you were waiting to see if somebody was going to do something with embellishing here at Level Up out on the lathe with the texturing tools. There's your answer. Patrick Hogart's going to be doing that. So any questions?
Can't wait.
Yeah, I hear you. I can't either. All right, so let's go get our safety moment on. Hey, Sue.
And I'm also going to plug Level Up. I'm going to plug my classes. I have 4 sessions, and the one day it's a double session, and so is the next day. And it's listed as iridescent painting, but we're going to do a lot more than that. We're going to be doing dry brushing, and I think it'd be dry brush with iridescent paints, and also pearlescent paint. We can show you how to dry brush with pearlescent, even though you've used a black background. But here's dry brushing.
Very cool.
This was a little guy I carved several years ago. But this one, it's a box. I call it the Wave.
Beautiful.
And there's the box. It was made out of one piece of wood. But all this was dry brushed, and it was hand carved. So we're not going to do something like this, but if anybody who wants to sign up, bring something that they would like to be dry brushed or whatever, we can have fun. I'm also going to bring my micro motor, and I will be bringing the iridescent paints, the pearlescent paints, and acrylic paints. And I also have the brushes. So sign up. We're going to have fun, and we're going to do a lot of neat stuff. So yeah. Now for safety, let's talk about safety. I'm glad that we're doing everything with our lungs, because we all want to be able to breathe when we hit 102. I don't want to die tomorrow, so we're just going to go for 102.
There you go.
I know I said I was going to go with some of the stuff that the AW has, but that book's buried right now, and I'm not going to go.
We don't need to quote them anyhow.
Yeah, I know it, really. So the thing is when was the last time you checked your tires on your lathe and made sure that the belt or tire on your was in good condition? When was the last time you blew out your lathe to get rid of any dust? When was the last time you blew out and made sure that both your head and your tailstock Morse tapers were completely clean? Remember, folks, if those aren't clean, you're not going to get a true fit. It's going to be off just a little bit. So all that part of safety is the maintenance of our machines. And I know that y'all have a lot bigger machines than I do, and I don't know all the ins and outs of the machinery you guys do. So take care of your machines, wax the top, make sure that everything glides smoothly. Make sure that your tool rest doesn't have any nicks on it. File it down. Make sure that the nicks are gone. Otherwise, your tool won't go smoothly across that tool rest and you can get a catch or even have an accident. So folks, be safe this week. Take care of machinery because our machinery will take care of us. Take care, and I hope you have a great week.
Sue, can I say something?
Thank you, Sue.
Please do.
Okay, one of the things that I learned early in my turning, when I got my first Powermatic, was one of the most important safety factors on the lathe is when you adjust the belt to like the lower speed or the higher speed, right? When you lift the motor up and change the belts, let the motor come down and let only the weight of the motor be the tension on the belt. That way, if you force it down and make it tight, remember, that's a serpentine belt with a lot of grooves in it. So it's not just a 1-inch belt. It's about, you got to take the surface area of all those grooves. So if you do have a catch, then the belt will slip. If you have it forced down and it's tight, that 2-horsepower motor will keep cranking. So if you burn up a belt, if it slips and you burn up a belt, you may save yourself. It's like having an automatic clutch in there just in case.
Very good. Yes, 100%.
That was wonderful, Mark. Thanks for sharing. And I appreciate anybody that wants to chime in that has, we've all been through stuff. And again, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
All right.
Sue, let me add something to that. Mark is absolutely right. I had a situation several years ago where I got a bad catch on the inside of a bowl that was in a crotch, and it snapped a 1/2-inch bowl gouge like it was a toothpick.
No.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep. And it wasn't a tool steal. It wasn't a problem with the tool manufacturer.
No, it was not a problem with the tool.
No.
It was just that much force, and it happened so
Right.
quick. By the time you blinked, it was over.
Yeah, but you see it so often, on the Facebook groups, with people with snap tools, and everybody says, "Oh, go back to the tool manufacturer. That's a bad tool." And thankfully, the tool manufacturer typically they'll send a replacement, but that ain't the reason why the tool broke.
No.
You got a load overhang, something deep, and get a catch, it's going to snap or bend.
That's right. So good information there, everybody. Much appreciated. All right, so let's get on with our featured demonstration tonight. We have Heim. Where are you at, Heim?
You can hear me?
Yes.
What are you in?
Yes.
What are you in on? I can't see you. There you are. Got you spotlighted.
Okay.
So Haim's going to be doing our demo tonight. I can't remember if
Okay.
you like to have. I can't remember if you like to have people ask questions while you're turning or not. But I am going to mute everybody, so you'll have to mute yourself unless Haim asks everybody to ask questions. Be respectful of each other. Don't step on each other when you're trying to talk to him. Otherwise, put your questions in the chat, and I will ask them at opportune times when he's doing a tool changeover. So I'm going to mute now, Haim, and you'll have to
Yeah.
unmute yourself. Okay, unmute yourself.
You good? I'm good?
We got you. We got you.
Okay.
Take it away.
All right. I would really switch cameras, you can see. That's really to be today. And some of you know this technique with the strings. Use this with the paint. That one I'll explain later how I come up with this idea, but I prepared this already to make the paint in here. I've got used 4 colors, and that's what really I use. You can see it. The paint, that's Sonia paint.
Yep. Joe Sonia paint.
Yeah, and then one the strings, and of course I use that. I've got a couple drops from this, and then eventually when you get to the top, I did something to finish it. But when I get first start do these colors to come up, this some of you already knows to use this, but I take the nail, I put inside the bowl, and eventually I finish in what we call it a sea sponge. So I prepare already the plate almost halfway. They already have about 3 times black paint sent between the nail, and the color is really, it's not considered the color, so it's right in here. I use the blue, turquoise, green, and red. So this is the first one. Put some blue. Second one is turquoise. And there you can see the colors up to get dry. So, and this is green. And you can see it's green. And the red is the last one.
Is that the iridescent paint? Is that the interference paint? Is that interference paint?
Yeah. If I take that from the box, hold on.
Turn it around.
It's
Turn it
upside
around.
down to us. It's upside down to us. Keep going. Keep going.
Another 90 degrees.
You got it?
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
Is it the interference or the iridescent?
Interference.
Was it? All right. I will put a couple drops on those, like maybe 5 or 6 drops. And then mix it up a little bit. It's make the paint loose. That. When I really drop this in,
Haim, could you
yeah,
please?
so let's try to get the whole thing with the paint. Now my fingers. Now, I don't know if you can see it. Okay. And then go in and try to move it around. There should be more paint. There's another one. This is the turquoise. That's. I think you need to put a lot more paint. That's put not enough, but it can work. And this is the green. And we can make sure it's everything. It's really all together. And the rest one is red. Just try to play with this. That's all. How much you can. To create some sort of a design.
Hey, Heim.
Yeah. Now
the paint is the paint iridescent or interference paint?
You can get this from, I got it from Amazon. It says Sonia Kohler set. It's very cheap, like at $12 or something.
It's iridescent paint.
Yeah.
Iridescent.
And I think it's a water base.
Yeah, it's
water base.
Yeah, I think it's a water base. Yeah. It's a water base.
Okay.
Okay. Now, after I did that, you can use the sea sponge. Can see it?
Yes.
Oh, done. I'm off. All right, there it is.
You
It's
turn
a
it
sea
upside
sponge.
down.
You can get it on Amazon too.
Can you? Yeah, it's.
Now, what I did with that, I smashed everything's left over. And I leave a little bit black if you want to. You don't have to cover everything. But it's a good way to cover the ring on top. Now we'll take one clean Just a little bit. And try to do there's something to pull up like a design. And let's come on, leave a little bit black in there. You don't have to cover. They look good. So this is the first part. The second part, it's a little bit complicated. I will show you. I will explain how this is done.
Take your time.
Yeah. Now, this is only if I want to let it dry before I put the tape on it, but in time it dry, I need to show you how I did the rope. So this is a little bit complicated, but I will show you. There you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the way I decide come up with this idea to get the line crossing here. The first I put the plate in here and I mark the lines, these ones. I mark it on the plate, no problem getting there, mark it. But we start dividing these measurements, come up wrong. And eventually if I come up with and here start make the circles, it come out much better. And then this much half 1 inch and half in middle, so you start get the lines up. And that's the way it come up. Like you make these dots. That's half inch, 1 inch, back and down, and then you circle it. Right from outside and inside, outside and inside, and then I took, I don't know, like 25 cents, and I make the circle, and then you accomplish by hand, and you come up with this design. But that's the reason I take. If I do on a LED, when I start these numbers, if not get in a circle, it's not come right. By doing it the way I did now, it come up 100% parallel to these lines.
With the same number of braids. Very
good.
good.
I mean, I try to do the easy way. It was not I was stuck right here, something happening and finish was not come right. And this way, you can see that come out perfect. Either one equal.
Right.
So that mean by running through this, I download from online. I bought it one, but before I bought it, I download one about 8 inches, and I throw the lines. And then, of course, you need to do those after that. You can see them in here. They're here. So one inside and one outside. One inside, one outside. And when you take the I don't know, say you take 25 cents. So if you put the circle in here, you come up with almost exactly but what I did, I'm marking here on the 25 cents, so I will not go in and out. So I'm marking here, and I'm marking here, so each time I go, I will have the same circle. And I come up with this idea. That's the way. Is there any questions? No?
No,
Okay.
none at the moment.
So this now the pictures inside I download from the internet, and I went on Adobe Shop and I create this. You can see it.
Yes.
That's really the picture of here inside. There's a picture in here. It's the same one in here. And then I throw some lines around. But I create this on Adobe Shop so I can fit in this, because by the time you print it, it's not come right. And then on Adobe Shop, able to put this on 2 inches in there. So that goes. Now the question, how you get from there to the plate.
Carbon paper.
I do this. I copy it. And then right there, I throw the lines back up in here, and I create this, copy it exactly. This is like 3 circles, 120. They're like divide to 3 exactly. And then the copy paper and that. It's very important to keep this center, the punch of the center of the, because otherwise you don't know where to go. And that give me the line, the center, but both circles exactly perfect. So holding the in here in 2 pen and draw this with the copy paper, and then you, of course, it's not come perfect. You need to really pre-design, but you already have the where you start. That's the way you come up. I come up with this rope, but this is the principle. You have to follow this principle. If not, it's not going to work. And this line help a lot to compare, to get equal. If you can see, it's each one of them, it's falling on the dots, each line. Right. If not, it's not. Any reason it was not working. I tried, but eventually when I come to here, was not working right. It was look like off something, and then I saw somebody did something, designed something with learn something else, and did throw the lines in there, and I come with the idea of something that maybe that technique can able to create a perfect circle with this rope design, and it come up perfect. Each one of them, you have exactly end the same one. Same dot, same thing, all together the same, because this line, it keep me exactly where I want to go. And the design you can do anything you want to do in this circle. I come up with this because I want to put in there. You can put anything you want in there. You can design your own. Don't think inside. I don't know for what you want to do in there. I come up with this. Let me take this off. There's something in there. Okay, I come up with this design. And I switch it. In one time I get this way, in time I switch this way. And of course I did this way. And now keep the whole of them the same routine.
Right.
So now, after he knows how to do this, I don't know if it's dry or not, but I already prepared one of them. And if you want to do the circles, you mark them before you did the ball, because you need a certain line and get this the divide for 3. Otherwise, it's very hard to find it. And if you miss, if it's not correct, the 3 of them, it's not going to work. So that's mark behind the plate where it goes. You know, I'll see if I can. And this it's almost 100% attached to the circle. I show you how I did it. This one is almost 100%. Is in a circle. All of them is a circle inside the tape. And you can see already, I did already here. And there. And of course, I send it up to 600, from 150 to 600, almost everything. All right. The way I come up with this tip, if you take the same 6-inch circle and you cut it, you come up exactly on a halfway circle, and then you don't need to go in small pieces. Soon you accomplish this area, it's 100%. That's why I come up, yeah, otherwise you start get pieces. By doing it, I got the circle complete in here, and then tape it, and then the rest of it is easy. And here, you can see in here is the marks. Right here, 1, 2, 3 marks is where these center lines divide the tree. And then when I cross it over, it come up, and then I force it with the pencil. Now, I use the burner fixed paint. I have 3 burners. The easy way to do demo was the simple one. This one. I'm going to show you almost what's made for. You can see it? This is the company. And it's a model number 1381. And it's a fixed paint. That's what I start by the beginning. I start with this fixed paint. And then I get upgrade up to the master burner. But this is more easy to.
What's the name of the burner? The manufacturer.
That's a nibs burner.
Yeah, it's a NAC burner. It's a NAC burner. For any reason, it's very old. It's very old. I think I have a couple years already. I don't know if really somebody make those.
They went out of business several years ago.
Yeah.
But the razor tip stuff all fits the same stuff all fits. That's what I have too.
Now, this one cannot fit in here, but you have more. It can take more the heat. You not can burn your finger so much if you're working too long. But it not keep the heat so much. It's drop after couple, like maybe couple of seconds or it drop the heat. You need to wait to recover. So, okay. For some reason it's not working. Hold on. Okay. I don't know if you can hold it. Let me shut off before I touch it. It's a little around in here, around bolt in here. It's easy to create this around instead to cut it around. If you cut it around, you need to be more difficult to and secure to go around the line. So I find a way. If I use this, I don't know if you can see it. You can see it? Hold on, I missed it. Oh, here it is. It depends. It's almost like a little tiny ball. And then punching around, it create easy to create the round circle. So let me see if it works. And let me see if I can piece. And usually what I do, I take a piece of wood and try to see how heat it get. I mean, it's not getting it yet. The master burner get a lot more faster, a lot more heat.
Yeah, exactly. Really nice.
Nope. Nope.
Okay. Is another one. Okay. That's very good. It's working. You will take, it start working. Okay. Big lot of work. And I really tested to see how far I go with that. Okay. I think it's good. Then I need glasses. It's a magnified glasses so I can see better. And if I do that, I don't know, I will pull my hands out soon to show what's happening when I do that. I can create a circle. Easy. Yeah, I'm touching the paint. Just make sure you not get too much off the line, okay? And then it will not look right. So if you missed that, you come back and fix it. But this burner will losing the heat very quick. You need to wait for a couple of seconds to come back. Much better?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. It will take some time. That's why I did prepare everything. It take too long to do this. So I prepare already in advance everything. So you guys not get bored. Was not that, if I need to use this pen, and then I need to try to cut it around, be careful because you need to twist it around, make sure in there. So it's more easy to get the dots and the face, because you start cutting with that, it's not let me to do the circles. So I try use that to accomplish my design. And also it does something else. In here, you can see it, that's draw these lines in here. So if I get this one, I can do this. And that let me to create what I want. You can drag it. If you don't have to get the circle, you can drag it in and will burn. If you can see what I'm doing, and that's stop punching it and it does it. And if it's not 100%, because I losing the heat, you can come back. I mean, you can do your own design. Adits come up with something unusual. Here, I can drag it, and then this the eye. It's losing the heat. I need to come back after. The master bearing has a lot much better and a lot much power, but now if you push too much forcing, that piece will bend because it's hot. So you need not to push it too hard because it will bend. Now you can come back and try to make more darker the lines. And then, because it's the first time I bought it, and I realized you're losing the heat very quick. So I got the second one. And then I got the master, because the master is the best. You can create your own pens, you create your own, get the wire, 20 gauge, and you create your own things what you want to do. So this is the first one. You can see the picture in here, the face. Now in here, I will do the same thing, but you can switch it to that one and do. It's a couple ways to do this. And again, this is a different one. I don't know if you can see it.
Hold it by your machine.
You
There
see?
you go.
Yeah. It's a little flat piece. Yeah. Usually it's a shadow, used for the shadows.
A shader. Okay.
Yeah, like shading, yes. But you can go very slow and you can burn it. Burning. Instead to use this, you can try less forcing, less. And if you lower the heat, you can, if I do the circles in here, right there, so, but you need to come up faster enough in a circle to not to make too much burning. And here, you want to burn it, that point. And here, and this one is already too hot. And then you give it like a strokes, very quick strokes, and don't put too much pressure. Yeah, you can come back. Now, there's another way to do first. Is another one. First. Oh, not almost. Not quite. Okay. You can come back. It's not doing it yet. Okay. And make these lines.
What's your burner tip, Chaim? Is that a
Yeah,
spear?
this burner, it's losing the heat very quick. So you need to give them, I'm keep going, but the first time you get the 100% heat and then you lose it and then recover. So yeah, the best way, it's the master burner. It's the best tool can ever for that, but it's there and it's not easy it's not easy to undo from what I in my shop. So I got this one and it's the same, almost can do this, but a little bit slow. But if you have money to spend, it's the money, the master burner. You can do a lot more heat. You can burn it. You make the lines much easy instead to go with straight with the shadow. So I think this is, I do this way. I mean, it's a couple ways everybody can do how you like to do those. But I think I find if I did use this one, it's easier to follow the lines because it's not easy. And make sure you that these dots, it's very important because this is really, they compromise the rope. That, the one I'm doing now, this one. And then if I do few of them and come back with the shadow, and then if you make a mistake, you always can repair it. Okay. Now, it'd be much easy to do the shadows there. Then this can get hot much faster from the other one. Okay. So if I really want this underneath, so this part it should be more darker. And this part should be more darker. And then go the strokes lines, very light. And this is sycamore. I don't know if it's the best way to put burning wood in there. Now, you need that dot inside. You just pull strokes from in there. And this should be underlined, so I'll make it a little bit more darker. And then pull the strokes in there. And you can come back and play with. Now, there's a difference between these two, right? I prefer that one. First, to make, so if I keep going now, I'll use only that. And of course, you need to make a dot in here. And use the stroke right away. I don't know if you guys see what I'm doing.
Yeah, we can see.
It should be underlined. And then this would be outside line. Yeah. It's more difficult to use this what I'm doing now. But you can choose anything you want to do these lines first. You have to create this line first before you do anything else. Okay. We do one more circle.
Looking good, Heim. Looking good.
So right now you can really come back and do more shadows like this one. You can, I said that Sycamore is not the best for that direction. It says, it's almost like if the grains go near and interrupt with the smoothness. But you can go in, now right now it's really about 6. You can load the heat and try. So if I load the heat, you can come. I come back later. Now I do the same circles. This one, same one, and there's only half of it I did. All right, now I can come back. You can make it more darker. I'll do this for demonstration. And of course, now the face is the opposite way. It's facing this facing this way. Can do anything to that. That's from the picture I did, and then I keep going, design more because the picture was not enough. So I did keep going, design inside to do a little bit more. And you could, like I say, you can create your own stuff. Now you can make it darker. You can make this darker. You can come back and let the heat come back on you. And I said the master will do a lot much better in here. Because right now it's do nothing. It's you need to recover. Yeah. Now it start recover. Now it start burning. Now you can do another one, but not easy. And this really get a lot hot heater too. Now check before I go to see what's going on. It's not enough. Okay. I put the plate down because it's easy to hold it. And you that's follow the circle in your hand all the time. It go around and make more darker. See the difference? It's make more darker, but you need to follow. Also, you can cut it with this direction. And you can have the line much easier to see. And then you can really come back and cut it. But nice, you see, I missed it. You really play with that, otherwise you miss that. You need to twist your whole plate together, otherwise it's not going to work. You can do that. Here it goes. And then the same, you follow up the same thing. You copy in here and you copy in here, and you got the same design. Keep going those. That's only copy only two, but you understand the process. You can do this. Put this in here and copy. But if you know the beginning, how I come up with that, this is easy to follow. You can do this straight on a plate. If you have on top something with the center, you can straighten here, but now only copy it. You can throw the line right, but then you erase them. That's all what you need to do, and then it's a mess. And that's almost dry.
Yeah, paint's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. And then you can, if there's any questions, but you need to keep those points to track down where you trace the copy, because when you put the copy paper, you can see anything. But if you have the points, it's put you right in the unit, but only see where you're going. You copy exactly where you go. But if you want to cut short in here, like I say, put the plate in here and mark these lines. I did, but it's not working. And when I come in here, was not even, was something off, and I'm not able to do so. But through the lines, from here, the circle, it come up 100%, but on the paper, not on the plate. I did on the paper first, then transfer, because was not able to do so. So you don't have to stick. There's so many designs you can do with these dots. You can change them. You can change to something else. You don't have to do dots, but you need to know where the dots goes to create this. And I think I did some example for myself. It's always a piece of paper. You can see that?
Yep.
Create, but those dots. Same thing. Same dots. Create this out. That means you can see that goes in and out. That means outside circle, straight the circle, outside the circle, inside the circle. And it create this rope. But you can do anything. You can change these circles where you put them in. You can change your design.
That is awesome.
You don't have to stick what I did, but you can create your own. Yeah.
You can make any pattern, just starting with your ribbon, right?
This is measured the base. Then you, this is the base there, and then you play with that, and then eventually, it will take a while. Meantime, you come up because you don't know what I'm doing. After you come up to this, it took me a while to come up to this because I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
And eventually,
so you start out with the square grid pattern with your dots for your pattern.
That's easy.
There,
this graph paper, this squares is very important where the circle goes. If you miss the circles in the right spot, we're not going to work either. So the paper graph, it's helped a lot, yeah.
Right, and then you make, with your arc, you draw your rays based upon the pattern dots that you've got laid out for making the connections for your design. And then now you've got your arc, and now you got your arc that you can transfer onto your platter. It's very intuitive. That's a slick way to do it, Chaim. Very cool.
Yeah, so you could create your own pattern, but try to play and see where you come up. Probably the first time, nothing will come up, but then eventually you be good at it and you put you become a design.
Right.
It's I play a couple times before I get this. Too many of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a in chat, I put a reference book, a link to a reference book on Amazon that describes how to use these grid patterns to draw a number of different patterns, similar patterns of Celtic knotwork. And it's a great book. And if you draw the radial lines, you can put the dots right on the wood and draw the pattern on the wood using the radial lines and the dots on the radial lines. So there are a number of ways to do this. Very nice, Haim.
Yeah. So you can change your design to anything you want to do. I decide the robots. The robots easy. This is a little bit more complicated. You give me a hard time.
Right. Yeah, I bet.
Too many.
And you got to have an even so they all come out right too, because your knotwork matches at the other side.
I don't know if any software can do this. I don't know if maybe the software up there can make those, but I don't know.
There is, but
I
it's
know I have
radially.
graph
radially
paper
like
and pencil.
Personally, I've got CAD. I just use CAD to design stuff like that. It works real well.
Yeah, not
Great
everybody's
demo,
got CAD.
Haim.
I appreciate you doing it by your figuring with your math and your design. So much greater, I think, than any kind of a machine. I mean, I'm on yours. I mean, I just love seeing people's own designs.
Yeah. Yeah, I like taking pencil to paper.
I'm just an old man, but that was a great demo. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah. Yeah, we so appreciate it. He did an excellent job. So I'll open up the floor for any questions on the burner tips or the technique, anything about the painting. Your floor is open. Just talk one at a time. If you have any questions for Haim
I was kind of hoping to see a finished product.
Well, Chris, if you would have gotten here at the beginning of the demo, you would have saw it.
I'm sorry. I'm at a party, right?
You always got an excuse. Haim, can you show your finished piece?
What is it?
Show your beginning piece. Yeah, one that was already done.
The burners?
No. Show your platter with the paint and knot on it already. Show one of your completed pieces.
The first one when I did this?
Yeah, your first platter. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. It's
the physical platter.
Now this is the first one.
No.
And then the way I did it, hold on. The way I did it is this.
Right.
The same. This is really ½ inch, 1 inch, and ½ inch in the center. It's very simple. You put the dots and one on ½ inch, and put them together. It's one in and one out. So this one, it be in, and the second one, it be out. This one, it be in, and that one, it be out. And when I took a quarter or dollars or quarter and marked the circle, but you see, they are almost all of them equals because I mark it.
Yeah.
I mark the 25 cents. I mark it.
The platter, the complete. Haim, show the completed platter that you had earlier.
This one, it's. I need to challenge this one to do on another plate, but this is too. I'm still learning it. I did it, but it's too difficult. But eventually, I'll get it. It'll be more easy to transfer this
He wants
to the circle.
Here you go,
the
Chris.
plate that you did that he's showing the picture of.
Here you go, Chris.
Yeah,
Well, we
That's the
want to
complete.
see your original dish.
the original. Yeah, all done.
I'm
Yeah, here it goes.
There we go.
Just beautiful.
I put more. I come back and I make more darker. But
Beautiful.
this faces is the same faces I have in here. But you can come back. You see, you can make this line darker if you wanted to. All of it, and keep going. Make this darker, like I did in here.
Right.
About how deep do those burn
mean,
marks?
but I know. I mean, you can use. I think the best way to use the master burner. It's more effective, more powerful. This, it losing the heat, so it's not gonna let you. But it's for demonstration. It's not bad. But the master, it costs a lot of money. The master a little bit expensive, but I think it's worth it. And you can change the wire from 20 to 14 or 12. You don't have to keep the 20 wire. I have a 20 wire and 12 wire, 20 gate and 20 on 12. And yeah, you can change them.
Nikki, how deep is the burn mark?
catch your
This is a fix pin.
your
Costs a little
fingernail.
bit more money. If this is goes, it goes. You can repair it.
Right. You can catch your fingernail on it.
Yeah.
The burn marks.
That's how deep.
The burn marks here are not very deep because he was not using high
This
heat.
one, you can change the tape to this one. You can pull them out and change the tape on this one. Like I have in here. You can change it. I don't know. You can see it?
I'm assuming that if you
Hold on.
were to mess
Here.
up, that you could probably sand it
Here.
out.
You can change it. You can take this and put this out, put the other ones. You don't need, like, keep one of them, buy one and change the tapes. And it's still expensive, but because you don't make your own. But you can change in one pen. You keep going, changing what you want. It keeps the heat from the finger. This gets so hot, you need to release your finger because it get the heat in here. This one do not get the heat. That's much better insulation when you can pull it to change it. I think I know how I want to pull it, but yeah, you can pull it and change it. It come out. That's what it come up. Can see?
Yeah, it's
That's what it come
upside
up.
down, but yep.
That
Bare
tapes.
woods.
Yeah. So you can buy them if you want to. I recommend to go to Master Burner and start to play with these fixed pins.
Yeah, very good.
It's much better, much
Very-
powerful. You can create your own design.
Yeah.
Use the pliers.
Excellent demo you did there, Chaim. Thank you very
So-
much. We so appreciate it, and I can't wait to see what you do for us next.
Thank you.
It was a very enjoyable evening, really. Thank you.
And so with that, let's see, we have one other safety moment to talk about. Nikki, do you want to come on and talk about your little bandsaw thing? Turn your video on. Nikki. Oh no, she's being bashful. All right, we'll come back to her.
Not Nikki.
Matt- Elemental.
Nikki, where'd you go?
That's okay. Matt, take us away with gallery.
All right. First up for gallery is going to be Bambi. Hey, Bambi.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. You're talking about carving and color and everything earlier. Well, here we go.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I saw it
That's
online today.
different.
Yeah, I posted it online today. I just finished it. Yeah, it's a cherry bowl. It turned it green about a year ago. Kind of tossed it aside. I left the pith in intentionally because just wanted to see what it would do. I was experimenting, and of course, I got big crack on each side. So I mixed up some epoxy and some hot pink mica powder and filled those cracks.
Yeah,
And then when I started, yeah, and it matches, yeah. So when I started turning it, I noticed this big knot in the bottom, and it also goes through into the bottom, and I can actually stick my finger in it. I was afraid it was going to blow that knot out. So I left the bowl kind of thick. I thought, well, it's thick, so maybe I'll do some carving. So I did a bunch of carving, and then the color I picked was based on the mica powder that I used. So that's how it ended up being hot pink, which I've never done before.
Looks cool.
Thanks.
What kind of carver do you have?
It's similar to a Fordham, but it's made by Grizzly. And so it's got the foot pedal and everything, and so that's what I've been using.
So it's like what you got, Al.
Yeah. Do you like
Yeah,
it?
I do. I like it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, that's beautiful.
Thank you. Yep, that's all I've got tonight.
Great job. Good to
Thank
put
you.
a face to the name now.
Yeah, I know. I thought I've been putting stuff in the newsletter, and I've been at the meetings. I thought I need to start doing this.
Yep. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Nice work.
Thanks.
Yeah, really pretty.
And Bambi and her husband will be at Level Up.
We will. Yep.
That's wonderful.
We'll be there.
Awesome.
I'm in one of your classes, Sue.
That's great.
Yeah.
Where are you at, Bambi? Where are you from?
We were in the Detroit area. We're members of Detroit area woodturners, but in December we moved to Northern Michigan when we retired. Yeah, so we're in Northern
There's
Michigan
Mr.
now.
Bambi. Hi, Mr. Bambi.
Yep, there he is.
Be nice. I'm going to flash you people.
Hey,
Matt
Steve.
knows I'll do it too.
Yeah, he will. He will. Don't test him.
He will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matt knows.
All right. We won't go. We're PG show at the moment, so very cool. Thanks, Bambi.
Thank you.
All right, next up
All right,
is
Matt.
Norm. Hey, Norm.
There's my
Good
fish.
evening, everyone. I missed the last couple of meetings, but I was able to get out in the shop and do some turning. My aunt had a huge maple tree go down, and so I cut a slab out of it about 4 inches thick, thinking sometime I would try to turn a platter out of it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Look at that.
Oh,
You're
and 21 inches across.
Wow, big.
2.5
That's pretty.
inches tall.
That's pretty. Really pretty.
Oh, the grain is
Nice
gorgeous.
figure. Nice figure. Yeah.
Put kind of some ridges in here so it's easy to hold on to. Has a little bit of live edge left on it. And so it was a crotch piece. And I really like the way the feathering or whatever you call that is. It actually almost looks three-dimensional.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
It was fun to turn. That's what I have. Thank you.
All right.
Well,
Thanks, Norm.
If you never
Nikki.
want, send it to Florida.
Tag, you're in.
Nikki's next on our list. So, yep. So she said she had something to show, and she's got a bandsaw safety tip.
You
She's
have
muted,
to
Nikki.
mute yourself. Nikki, you're muted.
We can't hear you.
I didn't think I made it tonight, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch everybody. So, but this is what I turned today. I started it last week, and it was in Boyo from Indonesia, and I've actually sent a couple of turners from this very meeting, a couple of blanks as well. I sent Dr. Neal some pen blanks for in Boyo. Oh, sorry.
Ooh, beautiful.
Nice.
Pretty. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
I made
love this
a full figured slim line.
That's very good.
So you can make beautiful stuff with a slimline. I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's this slab cost me quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And for for shipping from Indonesia, yeah. But I actually have a couple other things to show, if you don't mind me, really quickly.
Yep, go ahead, Nick.
That's why we're here. Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm a baby turner. But the next one's phenomenal, even though this one's not.
Look
I
at
like
it.
it. It's gorgeous.
I like that one. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
beautiful.
Well,
The
there is
train
something
is
wrong with
wonderful.
it because this right here, but like, I don't know. I did this wrong, and it just still came out to be kind of cool. So
I love it. It looks good.
I
Looks
like
good.
thank you very much. And this is
Does
the
it
last
wobble
one.
when you set it? Does it wobble when you set it on the table?
No.
Then
Then
it's
you're
fine.
good.
Then that's not wrong.
Okay,
So-
so this is the one
So
I'm really
Nikki,
proud of,
just
though.
Nikki, just hang
Yeah.
on to that piece, and about 4 or 5 years from now, you can look back on it and go, "This is where I started, and this is where I'm at now."
Oh
It's a
no,
beautiful
this
piece.
is not the starting bowl, but the starting bowl definitely became a funnel.
You show the inside of that bowl again, please. Bring it down more where that lights
That's
that
beautiful.
lighter spot is.
Yeah.
I like that. Bring it down just a little bit more. Down. Yeah, like that. Doesn't that look like like the Last Supper or something? Doesn't it? There's like a
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, I think it
Fair.
looks like
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It looks like
Yeah.
you're
it
coming
looks
out of a
like the
cave.
sky and trees.
Don't make me burn the Last Supper on this bowl.
What I heard was challenge accepted. She's going to burn the Last Supper on the bowl. Did somebody hear that different than me?
Yes.
She's thinking about it.
I
you said you
I
had
wouldn't burn
you
it.
said you had
I
another
wouldn't
one.
burn it, Nikki.
And then
I wouldn't
I
burn it.
can't listen. I gotta listen. I have a nationwide and worldwide collaboration going. I want a bowl from every single one of you.
And I owe you one. It's coming, I promise. I owe you one.
So
I asked
every
you for
single
your
one of
address.
you, every single one of you has a piece of your art with mine.
I asked you for
I
your
do.
address. You didn't send
I
it.
do.
Oh wait. Hold on, okay. I really have to get JJ because he seems to be the whole coordinator of this whole thing. Right? I'm gonna get him my email. And listen, the best way to contact me is
Actually, you know what? The best way to do it is to put your contact details here in the chat, and we'll add you to the contact list. And the only way you can get to contact list is by contacting the webmaster, Dave Rhodes, or contacting myself. That's how we secure everybody's information. So if you put it here in the chat,
if I put my contact info in the chat right here, it's still secure within this group.
yes.
Yes. It will be removed before it goes onto the web.
It is not published on the website.
Okay, so because I will need to have the information of everyone who's contacting me, what state you're in, because I have a map and your name get burned onto the map. When you send me an and guess what? You all get your logo done for free. Imagine that. Okay, so
True. I got
Okay,
one.
oh, nice.
That's nice.
Oh, I like that a lot. Very nice.
Oh wow,
I
beautiful.
like that shape. I like that shape.
Nikki, correct me if
go ahead.
Nikki, correct me if I'm wrong. You want a bowl from all of us because you're going to engrave it and send it back to us, correct?
You're gonna get to choose
Yeah.
what I
okay.
burn on your bowl.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was understood.
Yep.
And we
So-
talked
so-
to Chris,
so-
but I need your address.
So if you're sending Nikki a bowl, do not put finish on it. Okay.
Okay, no. Let me explain what the criteria is for sending me It could be a platter. It could be a vase. It could be a bowl. It can be whatever you want. Not. It's got to be something within reason. Don't send me a fucking wine stopper and have me do a whole camping scene. Okay, that's not gonna happen. but anything. Listen, even if you send me only 3 ideas of things you love, 3 ideas of things you love on whatever you send me for whatever you turn on the lathe. This is a criteria. It has to be unfinished, a light grain. Like, don't send me a dark black walnut bowl and expect a nice scene to come out of it, because dark black walnut is not going to give you a nice scene. Also, I hate oak.
Me too.
Don't send me oak. Please, God, don't send me oak.
Okay. All I have is oak.
Okay.
Oh,
you.
No dookie.
Oak is great for a laser engraver, not for a hand burner. Please just don't send me oak. Maple, tip. Maple is the best to get a very clean, very nice scene out of whatever you send me. I'm telling you, I can work with whatever you send me.
Folded beech.
Yeah.
Have you tried box
Has to be
elder
raw.
yet? Have you tried
Raw?
box elder yet?
Yes. Box elder is sexy. Huh.
So
Okay.
is it as sexy as basswood is? Linden basswood?
Better.
You think
All right.
basswood is sexy?
All right, you
Man,
two,
that's-
get a room. Get a room.
That's Box
My
elder.
goodness.
Because I got raw
Okay.
basswood in the shop right now too. So
All right, Nikki,
So,
back to
okay.
that last bowl. Sorry.
All right.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Right. Basswood, if you want your logo done on something pristine for basswood for your logo board, send me basswood with the bowl you send me.
you don't want a
that's
bowl
what
out
I'll
of
do.
basswood?
That's what I'll do. Your logo board on is the basswood you send me, but this is black birch.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wow. Beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's very
Love that.
nice.
I did a wire
Yeah.
burn around the rim. Slightly, I try to get the hollow form kind of targeted around here to expand it inside. And then I did this in the bottom.
Very
Very
cool.
nice.
Nice.
Great job, Nikki.
Yeah, we need to clarify for you. You may not have understood what was going on earlier when they were talking about the Last Supper. There's a thing going on in this club where we see the content of the bottom of the bowl and we see things in it. That's right.
Yeah, the Last
We're
Supper.
looking for engraving.
Don't think I didn't see it.
Okay. You didn't think we were picking on you there.
Oh, no. I am not religious. I am spiritual. I have a direct connection to divinity. So you guys can talk to me about all you that.
What's
all you
your
want. Okay.
okay? So what happened on
All
the
right.
bandsaw?
Yeah, we want to hear this
She looks like she's still got 10 fingers.
here.
Yeah,
Still
all
have
your
all your
fingers.
fingers.
Okay. I'm gonna cry right now
Don't do that.
because
It's okay.
I'm lucky I didn't lose a limb.
Whoa.
But yeah, I learned a lot of lessons that day. That bandsaw said, so I listened. I should never have tried to use it without supervision, without someone there. It almost bit me, and I could have lost a limb, a finger, whatever. I tried to cut around without having it stationed or bolted to a flattened guide plane, and it bit the bowl or the bowl blank that I was trying to cut and it threw it, and I was like, you know what? Nope, done. But
Wow,
I learned a real lesson without getting hurt. So
that's good.
Yeah, that's the most important part right there.
That's
That's what
yeah.
you take from that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? He showed me how to do it today, but I'm still not going to use it without his supervision.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, there's a demo
So yeah,
on our site, Bailey, that's got
Only do what you feel comfortable doing.
I was not, and even you know what? It's like, I knew before I even tried. I was like, you shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing this. But I tried it anyway because I was hungry for something to turn that day. And I was like, nope. After that happened, I was like, no. And I even told him, I was like, I will not use any of your equipment unless you sign off that I'm prepared and knowledgeable enough to do what I'm doing on this particular machine.
Good deal.
Yeah,
And
good deal.
I admit it was
Smart.
my own. I take accountability for my mistake in trying to use a piece of equipment. I was not signed off to being knowledgeable enough to use.
it happens, but thank God you're safe. That's the big thing. We're seeing you,
Yes.
and we're
Yep.
seeing you every week, and
Yes.
that's the main thing.
Yeah. And Nikki, I want to say that ink pen that you did, I have one like that, and I'm going to use that full figure ink pen. Yes. The one I got was Purple Heart. It just would not turn no more. So I left it fat like that. So yes, that's going to be my full figure ink pen. Love that.
But it fits in my hand.
Oh,
just
it
perfect.
fits your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good.
Reminds me of
Those are,
Dolly
the
Parton
larger
too.
pens like that are good for people who have, hand issues like arthritis or something too.
Yep.
It's easier.
Exactly.
It's easier
yeah.
to hold on to. Yep.
Yep. Listen, I'm all about sensory items. So like when I burn a pen, when somebody asked me earlier, how deep is the burn? I'm like, it really depends on what you want the effect to be. If you want it to be a surface burn, do a surface burn. But I want someone to feel what I'm doing in their item. So when they touch it, they can feel the image that's in it. They can feel it. So I do kind of deep burns. I gotta be honest. I do kind of deep burns. And like I'm not burning this. This is too beautiful to burn. You guys
Right.
don't send me something like this. It's too pretty. Don't send me something like this. That this is a burn. It would distort the beauty
yeah,
in
fuck.
something like this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
I want
make-
from you. Sorry, I'm sorry. My nose is still drooling. Listen, I learned a lesson, guys. That's all you need to know, okay? I learned a huge lesson.
Make sure
I
you
look-
put your address up so we can send you something.
You know what?
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it right now. You guys write this down. You guys write
Okay.
this down. That way, only the people in this meeting know this address. All right, I'm going to tell you about this very specifically for everyone who's shipping anything out, okay? For USPS, it can be my business name, my real name, the P.O. box, city and state, and zip code. For UPS or FedEx, it has to be my business name, my physical name, the street address for the post office, the box number, the city and state, the the zip code. So
Yep.
for
So
USPS, it is Elemental Arts, Nicole
Nikki.
Kenny.
Nikki, just write it in the chat, and we will get it added. We will get it added to the contact list. And then anybody here on this meeting that wants the contact list, which is always the rules, you contact the webmaster, and I just put those details in, webmaster or myself, and that's the only way you can get the contact list.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now.
Because
Okay.
because we're
Yeah.
our show is aired. We don't want your
Yeah, release him.
Oh.
Oh, he can come in here. Yeah, he can go. He can walk. Hold on. Yeah, let him go. He can. If he can come on. Was only the final.
You need to mute yourself.
I got him. I got him.
That's what
I got it.
co-hosts are for.
I got it.
Yep.
Also, what I was trying to say earlier was that Scott Tagg did a demo on how to build what do you call it, Scott? A sled
Fence.
to safely
Bandsaw sled.
Mm-hmm.
to safely cut round logs.
Yeah.
They did it April 8th, first week of April.
Yeah, he did it then, but I had asked for the instructions and he said it was in an earlier demo.
And if you just want to
great.
buy one, Carter Products makes a pretty decent one.
They do. Yeah, that's a good one.
You can
I don't know,
definitely.
Nikki. It didn't show the city and state in the zip code.
All right. So yeah, we'll wait for that. Thanks, Nikki. I'm going to switch to the next person on my list here is Todd.
Hello.
Hey, Todd.
Well,
Hi, Todd.
I have two very simple little turnings. I did one today, this morning. Well, actually this afternoon, I guess, after lunch. I don't know what this wood is. Anybody have any idea? I don't know.
Could be box elder with that red.
I thought probably box elder. It's a piece that's been in my shop for years. It was all waxed up, and something had been stapled to it, telling me what the name of it was, but that was long gone.
Queenie.
Queen. I tried to not color something for a change, but I went ahead and put plum on the outside, and I thought it sort of brought out the color of it a little bit, but still stayed true to it.
I like it. I like it.
Me too.
Beautiful.
But a lot of little voids and stuff in it, and some little cracks, and on the inside. So I filled those with Starbond Black.
Oh, okay.
So there's a few of those, and that was sort of one of the reasons I went ahead and colored the outside, because I could sort of make those disappear a little bit in that darker purple. And then well, I don't know if Doug is still on, but Doug, I got you covered with lasering on the bottom. So I know Doug didn't do it earlier, but I went ahead and that little foot.
But he got his dig in.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to add to it.
Thanks, Todd. Thanks, man.
So yeah,
I appreciate it.
I did
Keep
something
it
a
coming.
little different with the foot this time on a bowl, and then but this was like really a hard little piece to turn, because it just, these little voids and stuff just kept showing up, and they were like going through it, and I don't know. So it took me like 3 hours to make that bowl. This bowl,
That's not that long.
This bowl here, a little piece of walnut from I did this on Sunday afternoon. Little piece of walnut. I went ahead and made it a little thinner. This wood is really heavy, by the way. So really heavy wood. This walnut is just like almost wanting to float away. But made it nice and thin, and really tried to make sure I kept my my thickness the same everywhere on it. And so I'm really sort of happier with this bowl than a lot of bowls that I make, because it really it doesn't, there's really no flaws in it anywhere. It just really turned out the way I wanted. And
very nice shape.
A simple little, yeah. And I tried to do really like that traditional just curve that went up to where it almost got there. So I have a couple of bowls I'll show next week that I've worked on. But no color this week, and there was a lot of color tonight, and so I was sort of like disappointed in myself for not having a bunch of color here. But
hey, Todd, what did
yes,
you
ma'am.
use? Did you put a finish on the walnut, or is that its natural? Is it wax?
So that walnut is mahogany walnut oil,
Okay.
And I don't even think I have a wax or anything on top of it. I think it's just a coat or two of that I did, it was
Yeah.
on the lathe yet. I had it on there before I turned that foot off and just sort of, buffed it a little bit after it had dried in there a little bit. And
Yeah,
it sort of came
yeah.
to a nice little sheen.
I think so. I think I like it. I like it a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah. I
This
do like
one-
shiny, but that I love.
This one I had Deft, whatever it became, Lux or something. I did
Prolux.
I did like 2
Prolux.
coats of the sanding sealer and then used a white scrubby to get it off, to smooth it out, and then 2 or 3 coats of a lacquer on it after it. And if you look close, you can see that I haven't because I did it today, and I like my lacquers to cure for at least 24 hours before I try to like do an 800 or 1,000 grit sanding on it.
Mhm.
And then shine it. So it hasn't had that done yet. So if you look, like right there, you can see that there's just
A little
get
bit
it just
of
right.
surface.
Oh, you might as
you
well
can-
just give it to me. You won't like it.
Yeah. So
You go,
it's very apparent. It's very apparent when you hold it in your hand that at
Yeah,
the right
it's
angle
a-
you go, ooh, I can see that. But
Yeah, it's a
by the
pretty.
end of
It's
tomorrow,
really
you
pretty.
won't
I
see it.
like it. I like it right
Yeah.
now. I don't see it.
Yeah. Oh.
Good job.
That's it for me. Like I said, I'll show you some stuff next week.
Very nice work, Todd.
Better
Thank
stuff.
you.
Yep.
Next up is Howard. Hey, Howard.
Oh,
It's you,
hello.
brother.
Hey.
What you got,
I was
Howard?
I was going to show this after his demo, but I got cut off. But anyway, this is 3-string Celtic knot around edge. This is a type of Bradford pear. It's unusual Bradford pear with lots of spalting and stuff in it. But I did the inside also.
Oh
with a
wow! Look
Celtic
at
knot.
wow.
So
Beautiful.
anyway.
Beautiful.
He's already gone, I guess. So I was going to show this to him, and
Yeah,
but
beautiful.
anyway.
That's a lot of work.
Yes, it is.
Now, did you burn yours with
Yes.
as Heim did with the ball?
Yes, with
Oh, okay.
a ball shaped burning pin. Yeah,
Yes,
1.5
yes.
millimeter burning pin.
Right. Yeah.
Most of my
Okay.
pyrography is done with that. And,
Oh, okay.
I use that all. I burn up so many. It's unreal how many if I had to buy over the years. But anyway, his was a single 2-knot, which just 1 square at a time.
Mhm.
This is a 3-cord Celtic knot, which requires four blocks at a time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if you do Celtic knots, you know what I'm talking about. But
Mhm.
so I had to mark out 48 of these to get 12 blocks.
Oh
If
wow.
that makes any sense, front and back, or
Oh,
inside and
yeah.
outside. But
Yeah.
anyway, I was going to show that to him, so I guess he's gone. So
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
what
It
I was
is
going to show,
Beautiful.
what I was going to show is this face,
Ooh.
Real
Hall
nice.
of
Wow.
Foreign
Oh, wow.
Face, natural edge. It's a
Wow.
piece of holly, and
Oh my gosh.
it had two limbs coming out like this, and so I was hoping there's going to be a crotch in there, but there wasn't, and which is kind of odd. But anyway, this
Very
is
cool.
It's
That
cool.
is beautiful. Nice.
and it's
Very nice.
it's finished with acrylic, clear acrylic.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's the bottom. That's the bottom.
Yeah.
Like that
That's one of my
Krylon
favorite.
2X or
Probably
whatever.
not that big either. How did you hollow it?
Do what?
I know. I said, it's such a small hole. How did you hollow all that down? It's so nice.
Well, it's not. I can get 2 fingers in there. That's not too bad.
Oh, okay. That's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used a Lyle Jameson hollowing outfit on it. Well, I
Okay.
started with the Trent Bosch hollowing outfit, but Trent Bosch we can only get about that deep. So I finished it out with Lyle Jameson hollowing outfits.
Mm.
So anyway.
Yeah. Holly's one of my favorite woods to turn. I like turning with holly.
Yeah.
Very
is
consistent.
it is hard,
Yeah.
and this is pretty thin. It's less than about 3/16,
Oh, my word.
but it's heavy.
Mm.
Holly is heavy, and so it's surprisingly heavy to be such, a small tree that comes up. But
Yeah.
it's real dense. It's real dense,
Yeah.
and it turns great, fantastic.
And
So
it's
anyway.
easy to burn on. It's a nice wood to do wood burning on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the contrast
Yeah.
between the dark lines and so on
Yeah.
is really good. So yeah.
Yeah. I thought about doing something like that, but I thought the bark and
No,
everything
I'd leave
was
that alone.
enough.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah, it's
an
beautiful,
accident.
Howard.
I had an accident right there.
No,
I
you
dropped it.
didn't.
I dropped it.
I wouldn't tell anybody that. I'd just take a little sandpaper and rub my finger in there. I would.
Yeah. That's all I got.
That's nice. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece, Howard.
Thank you, Howard.
All right.
Next up is Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
I can't hold a candle to what he just showed, but
I know.
I'm gonna try. All right, I know, I think I showed these last week, but I finished these maple crotches in a couple of dishes, and
That's
so
pretty.
that's that one. Just a little platter.
Pretty. Love the shape.
And this is a bowl out of another piece of crotch there. So
Nice.
Nice.
and then today I made a couple tool handles with tools in it. Just turned those. These were maple. I got out of an old table off of the road, took the legs off of it, had some nice maple.
Nice. Free handles even.
So
Cool.
that's what I did today. That's all I have.
Very cool. Thank you, Dennis. Nice work.
Thank you.
Next up is Joaquin. Hey, Joaquin.
Hey there, how y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing good. Hey, wrong hat.
It was
Go out of the
handy.
room. Go
Sorry,
out
it
of the
was just
room.
handy.
Come back in.
You're gonna be that way about it.
There he goes.
There we go.
It was just
Hey,
handy when I
Joaquin.
left.
Joaquin,
Anyway.
how you doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic
Outstanding.
now that I got this hat on. Yeah. I got a little
Right?
red cedar Jennifer natural edge bow here. And
Nice.
I
Cute.
really enjoy turning Jennifer, and what the result, the reward you get out of it always looks great.
Yeah, it's
And,
fantastic wood.
and this is just a log that was left over, and made a weed vase out of it. And down at the art center downtown, I've got just a shelf about 5 foot long, and the ugliest weed vase I can put down there will sell. And the
Oh
pretty
my gosh.
they just stay there. I've had them with branches out of them. One time I found a 4x4. It was a porch post with faded white. I made 3 of them out of it at different sizes and stages. It sold in no time. I don't know. And this
It's what people like.
I know it. And this is an ash enclosed bow. And I like the enclosed bows because
Yeah, you do, don't you?
put candy
I like
in
'em
there. You can really get a good
Right.
handful of it.
Yeah. How many bags of M&Ms can you put in there?
Yeah.
Finish.
Just one jumbo.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
Good
a
answer.
live oak piece enclosed. And last week I was talking about them bows I did. There was like 3/16, eighth of an inch. I don't know what I did on this one. This is like heavy. I mean, I thought I was smooth all the way. I go down here and feel the inside here. My gosh, it's a 1/2 inch thick. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just liked the looks of it and let it go, without feeling it. But anyway, it made a pretty bow, even though it's heavy. But I got a story to tell y'all about live oak. about 50 miles up the coast from me, there's a state park called Goose Island State Park. And the big tree, they got a big tree. It is a live oak tree, estimated to be 1,000 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Got a 34-foot circumference around it, and it's got a 90-foot umbrella diameter stand. It's just beautiful. And if ever down this way, you might check it out. And also, I live on Oleander Street. I think we got one house with oleanders. It's three blocks long down to the bayfront. If you walk down there counting the live oak trees, there's 32 live oak trees on our block.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So
But-
if you talk to all your neighbors so you get their wood?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
One time I was over there at the big tree, and this before I started wood turning, and they were trimming it out there, and they was putting the stuff in a trailer. I said, "Could I have on that?" "Yeah, you can have some." It's, I'm in my car. I don't want to mess with it. I've regretted not taking wood from that.
Oh
big
my gosh. Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's so
I know.
famous. And so I just thought I'd share that with you.
Very
Live
cool.
Thank you, Joaquin.
down here.
Nice work.
Thank you very much.
Next up is Glenn. Hey, Glenn.
How y'all today?
Doing good.
Doing good.
This past couple of weeks ago, we had our club meeting, and we had one of our members demonstrated turning a Saturn bowl. So this is my version. It's a small one. It's about 3-inch diameter, but this is my version of a Saturn bowl. And,
Looks good.
Yeah.
with some
It's good.
texturing on the bottom. About an 1/8 inch thick wall, 1/8 inch 3/16 wall. And I'm thinking it's got some gray in it. I'm thinking it's hackberry, but I'm not positive. And but that was my version, and that's our challenge for next month's meeting. So, and
Very cool.
and then I know last week y'all were talking about spin tops, and so I decided to make me a couple of spin tops.
Ooh.
I've got the
Cool.
I still have one of the Duncan spin tops from back in the 60s, and so I try to copy it a little bit. And this one, I forgot what the wood is, but it's soft, and I know it would when you spin it, it would mess up the tip. So this tip comes out. I glued it in, but it ended up coming loose. But the tip I made out of Texas ebony because
Nice.
the ebony's hard and it'll withstand the
Right.
the pounding
Spun
on it. And
Right.
I made this one, and then I made another one out of walnut, and
I like the contrasted colored tips. Those are nice.
yes.
And those are throw tops, right? You wrap string around them and throw them.
Yeah, yes, and they
Okay.
they spun first time I tried them. So
Yeah, he turned
cool.
them in our learn and turn last week, and he had to come over to me and show me how to throw that thing. You know, he did a good job. Hey, looky here,
Well, fun.
Joaquin. Bam.
Very cool.
Well, great. Thanks, Glenn.
you're welcome.
Is that it for you?
Yes, sir.
All righty. All right. So I've exhausted my list. You guys want to see some cottonwood that's been burned?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
It's the top of the
All right,
hour.
all right.
So we're at the top of the hour. Let's get through a couple of these real quick so I can end the meeting.
You want me to go? You
No.
want me to go? Or you want to end the meeting, Dane?
No, you go ahead and show a couple of your things there, and then we'll end the meeting.
Okay. So the first piece here, this is cottonwood. Okay. So it's very soft. It had some spalting because it was outside for a while. And the Celtic knotwork here is a 4-strand knot. And it starts here and wraps around up to here. And the bottom, I carved and burned a sort of Triskele deal there. So it's cottonwood, carves very well, it burns very quickly and easily. And then this one here is just a different Celtic knot burned on the bull rim of a cherry bull here.
Oh, that's really pretty. Wow.
So, and this was done by the same grid method that Chaim showed, only just drawn directly on the wood, and then wrapped. You put the dots in the middle and you draw and this is the blocks here. This is a 2-strand knot, but it's more complicated here because it's got some termination in the middle of the braid. So anyway, that's all I got to show.
Sweet. Thanks, Matt.
Yep. So thanks, Dane. Over to you, brother.
All right. So with that, we will call this the demarcation point from the main meeting to the after hours. We had a great meeting. We had a lot of good gallery. We had an excellent embellishing demo put on there by Chaim. I'm sure it's going to spark a lot of inspiration from a lot of people. And so with that, we'll leave the meeting open for the after hours. Do keep in mind, to reiterate on the contact list, anybody can be on the contact list. All you got to do is put your details in the chat. We will glean that information from the chat, put it on our contact list. It'll be deleted from the main chat, which gets published on the website. So none of our details are out there on the website because we want to protect all our information from scammers. And in order to get a current list of the contact list, you have to either contact the webmaster at webmaster@worldwidewoodturners.org or myself at dane@dfa@gmail.com. And that's the only two ways you can access the contact list. So we keep that under lock and key because we don't want that information out there. And at the same time, those that are getting a copy of the contact list, hopefully you're not doing anything nefarious with it because that would just be really bad. So with that, thank you for everybody that's here. You want to cut out, now's the time to cut out. We'll see y'all next week. The only thing I ask is that if you want to hang out for the after hours, just 1, turn your video on, 2, unmute yourself unless you got noise in the background, and partake in the conversation that we have.